Today, I am talking about healing eczema with colon cleansing, and very specifically, a procedure called colon hydrotherapy. And I know this procedure is a little controversial. I've already had gotten some comments on my blog posts that, colon hydrotherapy can be dangerous or it can affect the microbiome. And I want to debunk all of those misconceptions today. I want to answer your questions. And I want to really get deep into why colon cleansing can be so powerful as a tool for helping to heal eczema from the inside out. So, if you are dealing with a skin condition, especially eczema, colon cleansing can be something to really consider. Today's what we're going to talk about our agenda today from 11:30 to 11:45. So for just 15 minutes, we're going to talk about colon hydrotherapy. What is it? How does it help eczema to heal? And then from 11:45 to 12 o'clock, you can ask me a bunch of questions. So definitely stay on if you're interested in learning more about this topic. You can start typing your questions into the comments box already, and then I'll go back and answer them at the end. Okay. All right, so what is colon hydrotherapy? Essentially, it is irrigation of your colon. So we can see in this picture number one here, we can see that your colon, even if you're having bowel movements on a daily basis, you might still be having stool that's stuck in your colon. Now, a lot of us with eczema actually aren't having bowel movements on a daily basis. We're actually constipated, or maybe we're having a bowel movement on a daily basis, but it's not complete. We're not releasing out everything that's in our gut, and we can kind of feel that. You can feel when you have a complete release, and then you can feel when you don't. And a lot of us with eczema usually are not completely releasing our bowels. We're constipated. Again, we're maybe not going every day. That's very, very common. Is my patients are, telling me, oh yeah, I only go to the bathroom or have a bowel movement, 3 times a week, 2 times a week, 1 time a week. And this is really a problem because this is how we exit our toxins. This is how we get our toxins out of our body. If we don't get those toxins out of our body, we are going to see that on our skin, because our skin is a supplementary filter. What does that mean? When the gut isn't working well to release those toxins, our kidneys might be also burdened. Maybe we're not drinking enough water, and we will actually have to circulate those toxins another place. And so we call that our supplementary filter. That is our skin. It is our largest organ. And it's the organ that our body will push all those toxins into. So this is why colon cleansing is so important. There's so many ways to do colon cleansing, okay? Today we're going to talk about colon hydrotherapy, but when I work with patients, I am thinking about all the different ways we can do colon cleansing, everything from eating a better diet to taking supplements, and then colon cleansing is one thing that we can consider. Now, with colon cleansing or colon hydrotherapy, that's one thing that only adults typically do. We don't tend to do this with the pediatric population. So we like to do other things to cleanse the colon if it's a pediatric patient. But with adults, this is a great, 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 great. I cannot say so many good things about this. I can't say more about how great colon hydrotherapy is. So as you can see here, if you think about this number one picture where you see the poop is just hanging out there and it's just wreaking havoc on the system, you are basically absorbing, resorbing all those toxins from the poop back into the body. And then instead of those toxins getting out, they're actually trying to release out your skin. They're causing inflammation in your gut. That inflammation in your gut leads to inflammation on your skin. That poop in the gut is actually causing microbiome imbalances, which then causes microbiome imbalances on the skin. And so when we clear all of that out, I have patients who tell me, oh my gosh, Dr. Fong, I got a colon hydrotherapy treatment, and wow, like a day to 3 days later, my skin now looks quite amazing and it looks really clear. And so, it's really can be monumentally life changing as a protocol that we add into an eczema routine. Okay. Now, what is this? Well, a clean, healthy colon equals clear skin. And I want you to really think about that, really remember that. And this is, again, only one way that you would do this. Other ways you would do it, of course, cleaning up the diet, cleaning up the lifestyle. And of course, those are all ways. But even those ways, sometimes we still don't release all of the old stool in our colon. And when we do so, wow, so much healing can happen. So it's such a wonderful way to cleanse the colon. Okay. Now, if we look at the different types of colon hydrotherapy, first of all, you want to find a certified practitioner when you get this done. And that is certified by a body that you can find on at iabdm.org. It's an association for colon hydrotherapists. So iabdm.org. And there are two types of systems that you can ask for: the closed system, which we can see depicted here, and then there's an open system. Now, first of all, you want to make sure it's a certified practitioner who has an FDA approved machine. Okay, so that's number one. And then your next question is, well, do you want to do a closed system versus an open system? Well, I just did a podcast with a colon hydrotherapy trainer named France Robert, and she kind of goes into the differences between the closed and the open. The closed system is basically one where a therapist is going to assist you. The speculum is a little bit larger, but the therapist is in control of the water that's going into the colon and out. The therapist is massaging you. The therapist is really controlling that pressure to make sure that that pressure isn't too much, that you're nice and comfortable. So I really like the closed system personally. I feel like I get a deeper cleanse. I feel more comfortable because the therapist is right there by my side, massaging me and helping me along in my journey. There is also an open system, and the open system is kind of like a big toilet. And you're basically just sitting in that big toilet. There's a tinier speculum that's going to go into the rectum, and it's going to be a more self-directed approach where the water is going to go in and you're going to decide to just push it out as if you're having a bowel movement, and it's going to go right into the open system. So this can be more comfortable for some people. It can be a good way to start if you don't feel as comfortable with the larger speculum or with a therapist kind of, pretty much up in your business. So the open system is just sometimes a lot more comfortable for people. And sometimes people feel like because they're more comfortable, they actually get more of a cleanse using the open system. Okay. There are also what we call colon hydrotherapy implants that can be put into the colon post the cleansing process. You can do things like hydrogen peroxide, ozonated water, probiotics, chlorophyll and greens, coffee, essential oils. And these, they should be prescribed by a naturopathic doctor or somebody who really knows what they're doing to help with healing mechanisms in the colon to really help to heal. And this can be really, really powerful when you're working with the right practitioner. Now, if colon hydrotherapy isn't an option, you can do at home enemas, but enemas don't necessarily get as deep into the colon. You're using gravity instead of, very low pressure. A colon hydrotherapy treatment is multiple enemas in one sitting. It's like 4 or 5 passes in one sitting. And an enema is basically you fill up the bucket, it goes in, you hold it. You're usually lying on your bathroom floor, and then you release it down into the toilet. So it's kind of a messy procedure. It's not as easy, I would say. And I would recommend that you try colon hydrotherapy treatment. But if that's not available to you, if you don't have this available in your area, then an at-home enema could be a possibility. All right. I would love to open it up for questions now. If you guys have any questions about colon hydrotherapy, colon cleansing in general, even enemas, I would love to answer those questions for you. So go ahead and type into the comments box here if you have any questions about colon hydrotherapy. Go ahead and submit those questions now. I do want to remind you that these lunch and learns, I do them every Wednesday, and I do them around lunchtime. This information is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. If you are interested in getting medical advice from me, then I have a lot of resources. You can click the links in my bio and you can do my eczema quiz. That gives you access to my free eczema relief jumpstart bundle. And you can kind of get started in the process of trying to figure out what the root causes are for you. And gut health is a huge, huge, huge one. That is where colon cleansing comes, very handy. So someone is asking, so you do not recommend this for 16-year-olds? Well, a 16-year-old I do consider almost an adult there. If you can drive a car, you're pretty much an adult. In terms of your body, you are pretty much a full-grown adult. So it really depends on the colon hydrotherapist. Sometimes they just legally they don't like to accept anyone under 18 years old. I think 16-year-old and up is actually potentially okay in terms of age. And, so that's something to just talk about with your local colon hydrotherapist because every colon hydrotherapist is going to do a little different. They might feel more comfortable doing it on pediatric population. But 16-year-olds, I have had my patients who are 16 and up do colon hydrotherapy, and I would consider that pretty much an adult there. What kinds of fluids should be used when doing at home enemas and how to prep for it? Yeah. So basically, water is great, just water alone. If you are going to do anything else, I do like you working with a naturopathic doctor and not just putting things in your colon and you kind of don't know what you're doing, what you're trying to affect. In terms of what we would put in an implant, we would want to do some testing first. So we would want to do some gut or stool testing where we basically collect your stool from anywhere from 1 to 3 days. We'll see what your microbiome looks like. We'll see, are there pathogens in your gut? Is there bacteria? Is there fungus? Is there yeast? Are there parasites? And then that would help us to understand what we might want to put in an enema or put in an implant. Other than that, I would say water is a really good start, just to kind of start off with. Make sure that you are eating a nice healthy diet. Again, if you do have eczema, do my quiz because when you do my quiz, you will actually get access to my free eczema relief jumpstart bundle, which has a guide which kind of gives you some ideas on what to do with your diet, what to do with your lifestyle, in order to promote healthy bowel movements. Okay. Can you post what it's called again? I'm not sure what you're asking about, what it's called. I'm not sure what it is, but if you guys want to know the website for accessing um, certified colon hydrotherapist, it's iabdm.org. So I'll put it in the comments, iabdm.org. And that's in the comments right now, in case you wanted to find a colon hydrotherapist that is certified, and they typically will also have an FDA approved machine. So that will allow you to feel confident in your practitioner and confident that that your practitioner is using an FDA approved machine and knows what to do, and it's a safe procedure. So if you're seeing someone who's not certified, then that's where maybe some of the problems can come in. Okay. All right, great. Any other questions, please go ahead and type into the comments box. We're talking about colon cleansing today, and colon cleansing specifically for healing skin conditions like eczema. So if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and type into the comments box. Also, I do want to let you know I did write a blog about this. So if you just want to read about it, go ahead and navigate to the links in my bio and check out my blog. Also, I just released a podcast where I interviewed France Robert. She is a colon hydrotherapist and an educator. She actually teaches colon hydrotherapy to therapists. And she answered a lot of questions in terms of some of the misconceptions of colon hydrotherapy. And a lot of people are kind of afraid to do this procedure. I would say if you're finding a person who is certified and you're working with a naturopathic doctor, I would feel confident with you doing this procedure. If you're going to someone who's not certified, if you're not working with a naturopathic doctor, that's where some of the problems can come in. Maybe you are doing colon hydrotherapy too often, too frequently. And someone asked, does that wipe out your microbiome? And yeah, if you are doing colon hydrotherapy too frequently, that is absolutely a possibility. But with a naturopathic doctor kind of guiding you in terms of how often to go, the other things you need to do to support yourself as you are, doing the treatment, then it can be very safe and very effective. Very, very, very effective. So I really love this treatment for really getting to the root cause of eczema. All right. Submit any other questions you guys have about colon cleansing. I do want to remind you, I have a great free eczema root cause quiz. It only takes 3 minutes to do. You'll get a lot of insights into the potential root causes of your eczema and also potential next steps on what to do to really heal that eczema from the inside out. And one of those next steps is you will get access to, this is new, so I'm really excited to launch this, a free eczema relief jumpstart bundle, and it's completely free. It comes with an eczema relief jumpstart guide, which is a PDF that has a ton of resources, a ton of tools to really get you started in this journey towards healing your eczema from the inside out, and not just putting on topicals and things like that that are just silencing those symptoms. You will get actually free access to our Clean Body Journaling app. And this is, I've never done this before, but I really wanted people to be able to get access to journaling so that they can track their symptoms. And then you can come to my live masterclass where I will review those journals and really help you to understand what might be at the root cause of your eczema. And then you will also get exclusive discounts on a lot of different products that are going to be helpful for healing your eczema from the inside out. So I'm really excited to launch that. And I just launched that. So if you guys haven't done my quiz yet, or if you did my quiz a while back, do it again, because now at the end of that quiz, you'll get access to getting this free eczema relief jumpstart bundle. Okay. All right. If you guys have any other questions, please type into the comments box. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me on this journey today about colon cleansing and healing eczema from the inside out. And if you don't have any other questions and you just want to learn more, go ahead and check the links in my bio, do the quiz, and read the blog. Okay.